My name is Joe Bukachi. I'm executive producer of Artville Studios. We are located in Lavington. I'm the producer. Basically run the studio. I have other producers under me, and mainly I'm an audio engineer trained to do that. Yeah. We are a production company, audiovisual production, that's what we do. So mainly we have the media that we do commercials, and we also produce songs and events, just production in whole. Yeah. This year's ONGEA Summit, Artville Studios is the main in-house studio. So we partnered with Mdundo and PHAT to do this year's studio sessions. And special for this year is that we are doing the longest song. We're trying to beat the Guinness Book of Records, which stands currently at 3 hours, 1 minute and 50 seconds. So far we are at 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we are hopeful by the end of the day to beat the record, and we are targeting actually for 4 hours. It's open. I mean, there are people who just came and they have the heart, because the song is all about peace and one people, so they don't know how to sing, but they just come and speak something and then they are done. So it's open to everyone, and really encourage everyone to come through. Today is our last day, so actually we are quite cut across because the track is really open. So we've had hip-hop artists, we've had jazz musicians, we've had acoustic, we have spoken word, we have raga, reggae, all these types of singers are in the track, and it's really exciting to put all these genres in one song. It's kind of fun. It's been fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. I think so far we've done around up to yesterday night we had around 110 artists, which is a big number. So it's really been fun interacting and getting to know more guys in the industry. I think this is one of the best summits I've attended in music around the country. It's really educative, and based on the talks and the seminars we've had on the main hall, I think musicians need to know about this, and they need to come, because this is where they know who is in the industry, how the industry runs, so that they get to benefit from what they do. So I think this is the best organized event for our field.
My name is Eric Soul, that's the artist name. My birth name is Karingera, and my ancestral name is Kirenga. So Kirenga, Karingera, Eric Soul. I've got a platform called AFROGROOV, which is it's a collective, it's an Afro-European collective creative network with artists and creative people from Europe and Africa. And what we do, we involve into event organizing. My main trade is as a DJ, and from there it involved into organizing events and festival and consults with a twist of social activism. The ONGEA Summit is a solution. That's what needs to happen. We need to have that conversation. We need to have those platforms with professionals. When we talk about culture and music and creativity, we need to have those professionals who understand administration, the legal aspect of it, the economical aspect of it, the technological aspect of it, the economical impact that nurturing creativity, art and music has on the economy and the development of a country. So it's very important to bring the best people together to have that organic platform where they can physically talk to each other, exchange ideas. So I think it's a wonderful idea. It's a wonderful blueprint. That's how the music industry, the wealth and the prosperous music industry in the West has thrived and maintained themselves for many decades. And I think that Africa, we need to do the same thing. So in fact, we're going to have I'm going to try to convince the leadership of that initiative to franchise it, so we can organize ONGEA Kigali, ONGEA Kampala, and have those conversations. But I think that because this ONGEA Summit already exists, it's the second year, they've got the experience, they've got the knowledge on how to do things. I think they will be best to collaborate with them and to bring the ONGEA as the main platform where we can all come on the national level under the same umbrella. That will be my vision. I know some other people will try to create another summit in different countries, but as the main objective of ONGEA is to be East African, I think it's a good idea to keep the same brand name for brand identity and for consistency. People don't get confused, to take that brand and to make it as big as possible by collaborating rather than competing. Kenyan music is very interesting, because this is what I think about Africa. The inspiration of Africa is bottomless, is limitless. In Kenya, you have all those different ethnic and culture who are different, but at the same time different as Kenyan. I think of course, Kenyan music is very interesting. I like the fact that you have your own rhythm, your own flavor, your own foundation. I like the fact as well that you incorporated elements from outside, like Congolese music, to make it your own. I like the fact that when you do some sort of hip-hop, there's always that cultural aspect of it. I think that every country in Africa has something to represent, and Kenyan is one of those who has a lot of the scope of the music I'm hearing from Kenya when I dig deep. Is based into culture and translate into a contemporary context, and I like that.
My name is Mike Strano. I'm an Australian entrepreneur working throughout Eastern Africa. I founded the ONGEA Eastern Africa Music Summit in 2014. That was after 10 years of Kenya Music Week, which I co-founded with a Kenyan partner. And ONGEA is a forum to basically help develop the industry into one that is professional, transparent, and profitable for all. So the ONGEA Eastern Africa Music Summit, now in its second year, has 3 pillars. It's trade, learn, and showcase. So trade is through the exhibition stands. We had 57 exhibition stands this year. Learn is about the industry panel. So we had 8 industry panels, 2 per day, with about 50 experts from across the region and the world. Each session had about 300 participants as well. And showcase is about basically performing your talent to a local market and international market as well. We had 29 showcase performers at this edition of ONGEA, and we flew in 4 festival bookers, one from Mozambique, one from Rwanda, one from Uganda, and one from South Africa. They took up the ONGEA deal. The ONGEA deal is we fly them in, cover their expenses, give them a working holiday. In exchange, they take at least one of our acts to their festival under a commercial deal. So they will fund for the flights, the visas, the accommodation, per diem, and a performance fee. The objective of that is to begin exporting music from Eastern Africa. What really happens behind the scenes is organized chaos. It's a lot of work. I'm very privileged to have one of the best production teams in the region that work for me and that I've trained over the years. And then also production partners as well. We have some very good partners for this event in production, like Protel Studios, who did all the camera work, all the live streaming. Highway Audiovisual did the live streaming. Artville Music did the back line and the studio. MOB Entertainment did the sound, Extra Dimensions did the decor. So I'm a member of the Event Managers Association of Kenya. That's our company as a member. And from our partners in EMAC, we all come together to pull off a fantastic event. I think we're building on the success of Kenya Music Week and of ONGEA's debut last year. We had a lot more countries represented. We probably had over 10 countries represented here with delegates. We had delegates from Cameroon. We had a whole band from Cameroon, South Africa, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, obviously, Rwanda, Zambia, Zimbabwe. So we had 10 countries represented. Of course, all the local delegates, both in the business and we also welcome consumers. So ONGEA is about business to business and also about business to consumer, because consumer is very obviously an important stakeholder in the ecosystem. There's a lot of impact because there's very few forums where the industry can get together and discuss issues that are important to the industry. We discuss a lot of policy. Yesterday we had a heavy board from the Communications Authority of Kenya, the Kenya Copyright Board, the Music Copyright Society of Kenya, the Performance Rights Society of Kenya, and the Kenya Association of Music Producers. So we're discussing policies around the music industry along with all the stakeholders. So we're hoping for a lot of policy improvements, and the biggest thing we need to do in our industry is to make the industry more professional, more transparent, and more profitable. So those are the general objective, and those go throughout everything we do in terms of the industry panels. Yes, it is growing. It's growing every year. It could be growing better. We have a lot to catch up with. The biggest challenge our industry has right now is working capital. We don't have enough working capital in the industry, and that's because it's held by the users of music. When the users of music begin paying royalties and with 100% compliance, and we're hoping that Kakobo and the Communications Authority can help us with that. So when they start paying at the right rates, the international rates, our industry actually has the potential to be worth 12 billion shillings a year. At the moment, it's only worth 10 billion. So we can very quickly increase the value of the industry 6 times just for a very simple policy shift and to make sure that stakeholders actually do their part. We're not telling people it's a cost, we're telling people it's an investment in the industry. Pay the right royalties, pass the cost on to your clients, pass it on to the consumer. It won't change the cost of airtime or the cost of our soda. But with 12 billion shillings into our industry, how many people can we employ? Yeah, there's a lot of young people who need jobs. The music and the creative industry is one way to give them those jobs. The next ONGEA is in February next year. We're yet to set the dates, but it's probably be the week before or the week after Southeast Abasara. The reason why we're partnering with Southeast Abasara is that when a delegate can come here and flies in, then they can also get another sister festival of ours in Zanzibar and experience something different, something the same but also something different, and vice versa. So we're trying to do a lot of partnerships with other festivals and music markets in Africa to bring us closer together, so we realize a lot of synergies for the growth of our individual industries.
I am Serge Maboma, best player of the group Macase from Cameroon. Yeah, the event has been very good. We have met many Canadian musicians, many Kenyans coming from Honduras, from many countries, and we have tried to network. And we have met also many bookers, many professionals from festivals coming from all around the world. And then that's great for a group that is coming from so far to meet so many people in the same place. Because, you know, it's not that easy to meet those people we have met here that have been put on the same place by ONGEA. That's great to have organized it. East Africa is very far from our place, and we have had the chance to meet Mike Strano in Addis Ababa. That's how we arrived here, and then we were like, while going back to Cameroon to talk more about this event, and then maybe we will receive more artists coming from that part of Africa very soon. What I've seen by the number of organizations treating about music stuff there, I can say that, yeah, that business can work. It's a good one here. Hope that the artists cannot complain as we complain in our countries. But because sometimes, you know, when events like this occur, you can think that the industry is going well. But daily, it's not that easy, you know, for artists. It can be tough. I hope that it's not as tough as it is in Cameroon, you know. Macase is a group who was created in 1996. Yeah, we've been playing for 21 years now. We are the most famous group in Cameroon because the eldest and then the most recognized group in Cameroon. We've won several awards around Africa. We won a Cora Award of the Best African Group, and then we won the RF Prize. We won some we have made some collaborations with many artists like Yusundu, Manu Dibango, Loko Akanza, and then we are very proud of that. We are very happy of that also. If I met a young Kenyan artist, I would tell him that the patience is a key for our job. And the vision, you have to follow a vision and to be patient, to keep the faith without the difficulties you may find in your way. Things are not easy, but the road to the success is very tough, but reaching there is a blessing. Don't just keep on walking, even though sometimes you can feel discouraged because of the realities you meet. Just think about the aim, the goal you've given to you. Just think that nothing can stop you from there. And then as soon as you get there, you'll be very proud of what you've become. And then you'll say that I've done it by myself with the help of God.